Hey, what's up everybody? This is Osterberg501 and I never thought I would be making a video on the game I'm going to be talking about today. And that game is Diablo Immortal, which if you're unaware is the mobile Diablo game, which I know by saying a mobile game probably put a lot of people off. But I will say looking into this game, it kind of surprised me how actually good it looks, which was very surprising. And one of the main reasons I started looking a little bit into the information for this game is because very recently they announced that they are also releasing this on PC with a PC port for the game that is going to change up the UI some so it makes more sense for PC. They're going to have PC controls like WASD movement and normal click to move and attack like you would expect from other Diablo games, and resolutions that make sense for a PC game. And I'm not someone that pretty much plays any mobile games, so if this game was only coming out on mobile I probably wouldn't ever play it, but it coming out on PC, having normal PC controls, having a full PC port, that's definitely something that made me want to look into it to see if it's something that I would like to at least try out to see how it is. So I just want to go over some of the information for this game and get all your guys' opinions on if this is a game you're looking into trying, because it is fully free to play, and your guys' general opinion on the game. Now, Diablo Immortal will be releasing on mobile on June 2nd, 2022, and the open PC beta will also be on June 2nd, but if you play the PC beta, you will keep your progression for when the PC version is fully released, so it's basically just an early access version for the PC that you're still going to keep all your progress. And how I'm going about this game is I'm just going to jump into it, see if I like it, and potentially make videos on it if I end up liking it, and if that's something that pretty much anybody would want to see. So even though this was primarily built as a mobile game, it actually is seeming to be pretty close to full-fledged Diablo games of the past in terms of how much content there is, and the graphic style looks more like Diablo 3, but the actual quality of the graphics are kind of surprisingly good, especially for a mobile game. It's not going to be anything that's going to blow your pants off if you're a PC or a console player, but I would say if you're a PC player and you want to try this on PC, you're probably going to be fine with the quality of the graphics, and it's not going to look like really bad graphics from general mobile games. Now, there will be cross-play and cross-progression between PC and mobile, so if you're somebody that plays mobile games when you're out of the house or just sitting in bed or whatever, and you're also a PC player, this could definitely be something that's nice for you because you keep the same account, the same characters, everything between the two systems, and you're able to play with anybody on either system. And some of the main bullet points for the game is they are touting it as a MMO action RPG, and I think that's due to some of the PvP and the zones allowing a lot more people to be in them and having clans you can join with a ton of other people. But I don't think you're probably going to be seeing 20 plus people being able to fight each other or do combat with each other. And there will be 6 classes on release: the Barbarian, Crusader, Demon Hunter, Monk, Necromancer, and Wizard. So pretty much everything you would expect from a Diablo game. There will be a public central city hub, which will be your main base of operations with all the crafters, your storage, all that type of stuff there. And it will be a shared public zone, so you'll be able to see tons of other players around in this hub city. And then 8 unique zones that will make up pretty much all of the outdoor content in the game. And just like other Diablo games, there is going to be an in-depth inventory and management system. So just like other Diablo games, you're playing Tetris. And then character skill selection, as you would expect from most ARPGs, you're selecting what skills you want to use, how you want to augment them and change them to create your build. There are going to be some social features, which include warbands and clans to help you play with your friends, group up with people, stuff like that. Didn't really have a lot of that in most of the other Diablo games, probably not to the extent that this game would have, and that's something that's pretty common with a lot of multiplayer mobile games anyway. And a endgame, which includes Elder Rifts, multiplayer dungeons, legendary loot, and Diablo looting in general, and an updated Paragon system, which a Paragon system is an endgame, very long-term progression system that Diablo 3 came with. So this game will have majority of of the stuff you would expect from a Diablo game. There's going to be a main campaign you go through with different cutscenes and story you go through to get you to endgame, where you fight different bosses and go follow the quest line. There's going to be full gearing like other Diablo games with I think 12 inventory slots, gems, legendary items, a bunch of abilities you can choose from for all the different classes. And in terms of combat, you will have 2 primary attacks and have 4 skill slots you can use at any time, and every class will have 12 different skills to choose from, so decently similar to something you would have from Diablo 3. And like we already mentioned, a lot of the other systems, endgame content that you would expect if you played something like Diablo 3. You have your rifts, you have a selection of different dungeons you can go do with up to 4 players, and then you even have PvP in the form of these different battlegrounds that take place on specific times every day that kind of evolve over time into some additional battlegrounds, but pretty much most of the stuff you would expect from a Diablo game. And as you would expect, the game is being designed to be a constantly updated game where they'll constantly be adding in new events, new content, new loot classes, all that type of stuff. No surprise there, but that does bring me to probably one of the main pain points for most people, and that would be the monetization of the game. Now, we don't know a lot of specifics for the monetization of Diablo Immortal. The way it's been talked about makes me believe they're trying to target more of a focus on cosmetics and quality of life or convenience bought items instead of just straight buying whatever you want. I don't think they're going to allow you to actually buy items themselves from the shop, but instead, like I mentioned, a bunch of different skins for everything, and then quality of life or convenience stuff to help you maybe get something quicker or other things of that nature. That is completely something we're gonna have to wait until the game is released to see. It is a mobile game, so it could be any range from a decent and fair monetization system to absolute absurdity that a lot of mobile games use. But it seems like from how they're talking about it, they're trying to be quite a bit less aggressive with it, like other mobile games, probably to give the game a bit better of a reputation on that front. And personally, for monetization systems, I'm someone that's probably a lot more willing to play games with bad monetization, even though I'm not someone that really buys a lot of microtransaction stuff. But if you're somebody that doesn't like that stuff, I would definitely recommend when the game comes out to download it yourself and then just go look at the shop and see if it's something you would be able to tolerate when playing a game, to see if it's a game you would want to continue playing. So that's pretty much all I want to go over for some of the general information for Diablo Immortal. And like I mentioned, this isn't a game I thought I'd ever be making a video on. This is also a game I didn't actually think I would really ever be playing, but with it now being on PC with an actual PC port and with some of the content that they have revealed, I'm definitely a bit more willing to go give it a try. It's free to play, see if I like it, and see if it's something I would want to continue to play. And also let me know how you guys feel about Diablo Immortal, if it's a game you're going to give a try because it's free to play, if you're excited for it, and if it's something you would want to see videos on. Because like I mentioned personally, I'm unsure if I'm even going to like the game, and then if I would want to make videos on it, even if I do like it. But that's pretty much all I want to go over. So subscribe if you want to see more Diablo Immortal or other videos. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about this game, and thanks for watching.